proud of y'all. What's up, Drew? Yeah. We've been doing that for years. I don't even know how long. Words fail me in describing what a humbling honor it is to have this opportunity to speak in front of y'all, and I do not take this lightly. I'll be real with you tonight. I'm not into the meaningless, cliche pleasantries that are void of substance and graduation speakers. So instead of bombarding you with that, I'd rather pull from my personal experiences and give you the rawness of my heart as I pull back this shroud of flesh and be transparent with you.
Sounds like Brian.
But first, I would be remiss if I were not to give honor where honor is due. There was absolutely no way I could have made it to this point in my life if it were not for key individuals. To my parents, it truly astonishes and humbles me by the magnitude in which y'all have sacrificed for me. Your continual investment of unconditional love greatly invokes appreciation from the depth of my heart, and in no way will it ever be taken for granted. To my teachers, the victims of my personality, I thank you for exhibiting patience and long-suffering and enduring any of my passionate tirades over any controversial topic I always indulge myself upon. Each one of you have influenced me and thus crafted a certain aspect of who I am. In my expression of honor, I leave the best for last. Greatest of all, my honor goes to God. And honestly, He above all is the reason I stand here today. More than ever, I'm discovering that sadly, life doesn't come with an instructional manual given to you at birth to follow when trying to figure out the next step in putting your life together. Because of this, I have found out, though I may not know how to play the game of life, God has become my compass, my instructional manual. God, I would like to take a moment of time, like you have taken a moment of time for me, and speak straight to you right now. I do so now because it's one way that I know that I can show you the greatest honor that you deserve. As I reflect back over my life, I personally come to the realization that no matter the situation, you have always been an ever-present help in a time of trouble and have never forsaken me. Without your mercy and grace, I would not be standing here today, and you deserve all the glory. All right, it's time for a real talk session with Greg, where I get down to where the rubber meets the road. If you want your life to settle for mediocre, by all means, do not allow me to disturb you in your snoozing, your conversationing, and your daydreaming. Let me instead speak to those that are not satisfied with your current situation, your current mediocre situation like me, in these 3 points. My first point. In this real world called life, something more than good grades, college, money, intelligence, socioeconomic status is required. What counts is a power of internal fortitude. Internal fortitude is having the personal courage, no matter the pain, no matter the adversity, to continue to strive forward. Some may call it having guts, grit, or having a backbone. You may have all the answers in life, but without the courage to act on it, you will get nowhere. Preach. Second point. When we avoid the possibility of failure, we also avoid the possibility to succeed. To succeed, you have to fail. To make this more concrete, I'll give you a simple example. Walking. We all learned it as kids. Now, did you allow the multiple failing attempts at walking intimidate you from succeeding? Of course not. Or you would have to crawl across the stage to get a folder that doesn't even have your diploma in it. Though we are taking on bigger challenges than learning to walk, pee in a toilet, or ride a bike, this basic concept still applies to our life. Do not become intimidated by the possibility of failure or its repercussions when you will fail, because there is your dream, your vision at stake if you do not take courage. There will always be failure, so learn to manage failure instead of avoiding it. If you avoid failure, you avoid success. My last point. Destiny is determined by how you respond to life's challenges, not the challenges themselves. So don't you dare allow life's challenges to diminish you to cowering down in submission and defeat with your tail between your legs. Often we come up with excuses to blame others and circumstances to displace the responsibility of failure. But in reality, you are the beholder of your life, how it will turn out. Remember, your situation doesn't determine your potential. Only you do. If you hear the passion in my voice, it's because, like you, life has not always been sunny. Sometimes the storms of life are flooding in so strong, all you're trying to do is hold on for dear life and try to stay afloat. But through this, dissatisfaction gets under my skin and arises within me a passion that I will take my messes in my life and turn them into a message of what can happen when I do not allow my circumstances to deny me of my potential, to deny me of my dreams, to deny me of my aspirations, and deny me of my victory. I will take the test of life and turn them into a testimony of the goodness of God and His mercies to see me through every single time. I know that most of y'all have forgotten what I've said. I was really preaching myself over there. But if there's anything that I wish you could take away from me pouring out my heart to you tonight, it would be summed up into these three words. Decisions determine destiny. Decisions determine destiny. If we take to heart that the decisions that we make will ultimately determine our destiny, then we'll be all right, y'all. Thank you for being an attentive audience. I pray God's blessings upon y'all's lives. And I would like to make an official announcement right now that I will be running for the President of the United States. In 2036. Hashtag Greg for POTUS 2036. Kill it, baby, and God bless y'all.
That's gonna be hard for Daniel Shea to come up after
this. So I'm glad I went before Greg, I have to say. And I love you, Daniel, but you get to follow Greg. Now I will turn it over to Daniel Shea for the valedictory address.